Hey everybody, it's Roll, and today I'll be doing comparison of Super Mario SH Figuarts Diorama Playset D and two World of Nintendo figures, a Goomba and a Paratrooper. I wanted to do a regular Koopa Trooper, but they just didn't have that in the store. This is the Series 2. I never had the Series 1 Koopa Troopa, so it's pretty much the same thing. This is basically just a Koopa Troopa with wings here, and a red shell instead of a green shell. So let's move these away for a second and open up the SH Figuarts diorama playset. I bought this from my actual Barnes & Noble, not online, so it was a fair price. But the question is it a better price than these two World of Nintendo figures? Sorry for the sound of opening, but let's break these bad boys out. Okay, so actually, you know what? I'm going to start with the Goomba, because that looks like the easiest thing to do. So this is the SH Figuarts Goomba, and here we have the World of Nintendo Goomba. In the package, they look almost exactly the same. The shades are a little different, but let's find out. And in fact, when put face to face, or right next to each other, they look almost the same. You can tell that the SH Figuarts Goomba is a little bit darker, and the World of Nintendo one is a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, the World of Nintendo one, I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up, has a visible seam line right on the top that goes all the way across. Whereas the SH Figuarts actually also has one. Not as pronounced because of the darker color, but you can still see it right there. The molds almost feel the same, except look at how thick the eyebrows are on this Figuarts one, whereas compared to how thin the World of Nintendo one is. And it looks like these are completely connected, while these are only glued on, perhaps. They both have molded teeth. Both the eyes look like they're painted. Underneath, the SH Figuarts has a interesting mold on the bottom. I thought maybe you could move his feet, but not really. You can't. Oh, you can actually move the feet on the World of Nintendo one. That's interesting. So this one can't move at all. This one, you can actually has one point of articulation. That's very interesting. Let's move on to the Koopa Troopa. Here's the Koopa Troopa. Wow, that's tight. What? Doesn't seem like you can actually... Hold on. Trying to figure out how to move his legs. It's not looking easy. Can you actually move his legs? Because that would be very unfortunate if you cannot. Because if you see, it doesn't look like there's actually any articulation there. Huh. That's interesting. Let's look at the back. Yeah, they don't ever show him in a different position. Wow. So, I can't seem to move the legs. Can you move the arms? Not really. Head articulation? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not breaking this thing. No, there's no articulation at all in this thing. Wow. Well, the head. But other than the head, I don't think you can move anything on this guy. So all you're supposed to do is just, put the pole right there to stand him up and just position him as a running piece. That's interesting. Let's check out the Paratrooper from the World of Nintendo. guessing that the Koopa Troopa from the first wave is the same, has the same amount of look, feel, and articulation, but you know, I never know, so maybe they made some improvements to the second series. There you go. I'll get the wings out later. It's a lot lighter. There, let's see. I'm thinking they're about the same size, but you know, you can't really tell because this guy does, you can't actually stand him straight. All right, let's do this. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. No, the paratrooper's a little taller. As you can tell already, this thing actually has a ton of articulation. Not a ton, but way more compared to the one on this thing. It can move up and down. It can have, ooh, it has wrist articulation. It can move its arms up and down, but it can't go past that. It has shoulder articulation, but again, not very much farther than the shoulder. Elbow articulation, wrist articulation, full 360. Oh, and it does have a little articulation there on its neck. Well, a little bit. Yeah, it can nod. The feet, the legs can go not very far up, but in fact, it can't go as far as this guy is bending, 90 degrees. But of course, this guy can't actually move his foot. What kind of... It doesn't have... It can't bend the knees, but it can swivel on the knees. And that looks about it. Has two holes, of course, for the wings, which I'll put in later. Can it open its mouth? Nope. So, overall, the big winner, I think, is World of Nintendo. I can't understand how this thing does not have any articulation. While this thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of articulation. That seems kind of weak, but compared to the one on this one, and I'm not even sure if I'm breaking the neck doing that. Wow, I'm really surprised at the lack of articulation on there. As for the paint jobs, this looks way better because it has the inking on the shell. This has the annoying serial number on the back of its foot, and it has the shading on the inside of the body as well. The eyes look way better. These look really just dirty. But overall, I think I would choose the World of Nintendo one just for the playability. That is very, very interesting. It's not what I would have called before the video, before I did the comparison. Yeah, so anyway, if you have any questions or if you want me to do any other comparisons, once I get them, we'll be putting them up to my channel. So, hey, thanks for watching.